Sports Illustrated suggests that the Chicago Bulls could trade for R.J. Barrett, and the trade package is an interesting one to say the least. We're going to talk about that and the two players that reportedly Brett Siegel says that the Bulls still have on the trade deadline. We're the trade block. We'll get to all that and more on today's Locked On Bulls.
You are Locked On Bulls, your daily Chicago Bulls podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Thank you for tuning in to Locked On Bulls, member of the Locked On Podcast Network, where it's your team every single day. My name is Haize. I'm host and creator of Chicago Bulls Central and Chicago Bear Central YouTube pages and podcasts. And we got a lot of things to catch up on today. A, RJ Barrett trade potential. Two Chicago Bulls on the trade block. And Yuki Kawamura is surprisingly using Michael Jordan in an interesting way to learn better English. We're going to talk about all those things on today's episode. Today's episode is also brought to you guys by Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So, Sports Illustrated had an interesting article, to say the least, and Sports Illustrated is kind of interesting, right? Like every once in a while they have these amazing articles, and it's really crazy to think about where Sports Illustrated is right now. Shout out to Bucket Hat Pat coming in
the building.
What's going on, Pat?
What's going on, bro?
So Sports Illustrated had this interesting article in which they talked about the Bulls. It was a trade scenario that could make sense for both sides, and I don't see how this makes sense for the Raptors, but Patrick Williams, Javon Carter, and a first-round pick for R.J. Barrett. Pat, how are you feeling about that deal? Because to me, while I get it, R.J. Barrett is an over 20-point-per-game scorer. I think with what he scored the last two seasons, each of those would have led the Chicago Bulls in scoring. But there's no way in heck that even with how flawed R.J. Barrett is, that you can get that for Patrick Williams and Javon. Because while I'm not the biggest R.J. Barrett guy, if you can get that for Patrick Williams and Javon Carter in the Portland pick, I'm almost willing to take a shot at it regardless, just because of the assets involved. How you feeling, Pat?
I guess if the first round pick's the Portland pick, yeah, I'm in. But I'm not giving a first round pick up just to give a first round pick up for RJ Barrett. Like, RJ's solid.
Even the Portland pick too, because now it actually looks like that's probably going to convey to us by 2028. So it's like I'm kind of good on the deal. Listen, I get it. We want to move on. And what I will say is this. You're getting off of bad money for fine money. I'm not going to say good money. It's a lot shorter money, though. He's getting paid $23 and $24 million over the next 2 years, respectively, but it is only 2 years rather than the 4 years, 80-something million left on Patrick Williams. So you are getting, I guess in theory, that's good money, right? Because you're getting more. You're paying Pat Will $9 million or $19 million. And for RJ Barrett being added to the team, you're getting way more production. You're adding some defensive value to the team. RJ's not a consistent enough player for me to be confident in him as a piece on the team moving forward. As a role player, maybe. But I think RJ, he's not looking to be a role player, and bringing him in here and just trying to force him to be one, I don't think that makes sense. He's been kind of the number one on the Knicks. He's been one of the number one guys on the Raptors here and he probably wants to remain in that role. Now, maybe it is time for him to move off of it because neither of those situations have led to winning. But I don't know if RJ Barrett's ready to be there. He's still an incredibly young player. He's still got a ton of talent that he can build on there. And while I would like it, I just don't know how it fits on this team. Are you then going to make RJ the 2 guard? Because he's not coming off of the bench. You're going to probably play him 3. That's where he's primarily played the last couple of seasons. So then you're basically in that case, and I was wrong too. It's 26 and $29 million over the next.
That's a lot different. Hold on now.
Yeah. But hold on though. But wait a second, Pat. It's still you're paying this. You're still paying less than Patrick Williams' overall deal and getting it for 2 years less, right? So the way that I would see it is this: that basically gives 2 years that you're getting solid production at the 3. Defense is still going to be in the trash, but is that then saying, all right, 2 years until Noah Essengay is ready to start at forward, and then Madison, and is that what you're doing in that case? Maybe. Again, it's a deal that I don't know. Like, to me, it's just you're trying to throw names together. True. That's how that feels. Like, it's 2K. I throw RJ Barrett in there. I mean, it's sprinkle a little Barrett on that. Like, I mean, it's just, and that's why I said I got to look at it also from the Raptors angle, because it's like, what So if they do that trade they are literally right back where they started off at, as far as having these forwards that all are very similar physical makeup. Like, it's just, they're right back where they were. At that point, you got Ingram. You just got Colin Murray-Boyles. You still, of course, got Scotty Barnes there. You're adding P. Will to that. Grady Dick still somewhere in there. Like,
here's the only thing I would say is your thought process that pairing P. Will back up with Scotty Barnes helps P. Will get comfortable.
Could be.
Because they maybe, we know they have a relationship there. We know that they're teammates at FSU and stuff like that. Like, that's the only thing that I could think that you're trying to build off of that. I don't think this makes sense for either side. I think it makes even less sense for the Toronto Raptors side, because you truly are getting nothing back. You get Javon Carter back in this deal. And I guess you get a first round pick that maybe conveys. First round pick that maybe conveys, which could be good, but we still got no day. When's the pick? The pick is up next year, right?
No, 2028. We got that pick all the way to the 2028 draft.
God dang it. I guess in that case, right, like maybe your hope is that Dame Lillard comes back healthy, but you also got to play the averages on that. Usually when guys come back from Achilles tears, it's kind of over. The points per game drop off has been massive. The only person that's come back the same has been Kevin Durant. I don't see how this makes sense for either side here. Like you said, maybe the first round pick, but it's just, there's not a lot of logic in this trade. This felt like Sports Illustrated went to AI and said, give me 10 trades that make sense for both teams, which we know they do. You know what I mean? It's an AI merchant over at Sports Illustrated right now.
Do you remember like in younger times where like Sports Illustrated was actually something to like go and read and like that you were waiting on? Now Sports Illustrated is just like, hey, is this what it's come to? Is this really what it's come to?
Oh, it's terrible, bro. Like SI has, I mean, I can't even respect some of the articles now, because like you'll see it come out, and I get it. You're trying to do stuff to keep content going through the offseason and stuff like that. But like, it truly is like, oh no, this is like completely made up, or you're taking from, remember it was a couple times where like they were basing their articles from us. And I was like, this is my opinion. Like, I'm fine with you like taking my opinion and saying this is what was, but they were like,
stated, hey, this is our opinion. We're not reporting on this. And SI is like, oh, the guys over at Locked On. It's like,
so what they're hearing, who told us? No, we're not hearing nothing. I
didn't hear anything.
I'll tell you when I hear
this
something.
On my own. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm in my basement. I ain't heard a word.
Is Slam Magazine still a thing?
Yes.
Is it still good? Is it quality?
I haven't read a Slam magazine in probably 10 years, but it is still a thing. Okay. Because last one, I'm not gonna lie to you. Last one I saw, I think D Rose, I think, was on one. Like recently, about him playing chess.
Bro, I just went to their website. Why is Slam selling merch?
Hey, that might be hard though.
It's not. It's a corduroy
hat. Oh.
It's a corduroy.
I was gonna say hat. A Slam. Nah, see, I just went to the. I'm messing with the shirt. Is kind of crazy. Good. It's literally just a Slam cover. The merch that I'm looking
talking about
at.
The Chicago Bulls merch specifically.
No, that's diabolical.
Yeah,
I'm talking about just like the merch that popped up. Like they got a Slam Yukon shirt.
Oh yeah, now see that's
fire. Yeah, I mean that's some fire stuff right there. Yeah, I mean they got some good stuff. They got some.
That's crazy. Oh,
it is wild. Every cover gets a T-shirt. Is that how we doing this? Every single cover gets. Give me that Derrick Rose one there. Where that's at?
Oh man,
Tyrese Halliburton got a Slam T-shirt, $45.
Crazy.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, these shirts kind of hard
because their covers are still hard.
Bro, we ain't gonna get a Bulls one. I mean, it ain't been a Bulls player that been on Slam magazine probably in 40 years, bro. Did Midas get a Slam?
No, not yet.
Dang it.
Anyway, to get back on track, the trade, it like I said, if the Bulls were to do this, I could understand a case in which they could. RJ Barrett fits the young player with experience mode. Again, flawed player, but you're getting more production out of RJ than what you're doing out of P. Will or Javon Carter combined. The question that I would just have is that okay? Like how do you view RJ Barrett helping you to give up a first round pick? I'm just at the place where I don't want to see the Bulls give up any first round picks right now, but I guess we'll see with that.
Yeah, I'm with you, dog. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me at all. So
But with that said, man, next up, we're going to be discussing the two players that Brett Siegel did say that the Chicago Bulls still do have on the trade block. But first, we got to get to a message from Gametime. We all been there, logging on early and waiting forever for concert tickets to go on sale, only to lose your spot for a show you've been dying to see. Live music should be about making memories, not dealing with the stress of ticket shopping. That's where Gametime comes in. Gametime makes getting concert tickets faster and easier than ever. Prices actually drop as it gets closer to showtime, and you can save up to 60% with their killer last-minute deals. Tired of the endless scrolling, trying to find the best deal? Gametime's zone deals pick the best seats in your section for you. Ever wonder what your view will actually look like before you buy? The app shows you a panoramic seat view, so there are no surprises. With Gametime, the price you see is the price you pay, no hidden fees. Take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets and show tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code, that's LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off. Download the Gametime app today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. More Locked On Bulls coming up next. All right, Pat. So in Siegel's, weekly rumor roundup, he mentioned that there are still two players very actively on the Chicago Bulls trade block in Patrick Williams and Nikola Vucevic. I feel like we've been talking a lot about the moves, the market for these two guys, things. I feel like the market is spoken. If you can find a team that would take on P. Will without you having to give up a major asset, cool, do it. At this point, like I said, even if P. Will ends up going and developing elsewhere, I'm okay with that at this point. The Vooch aspect of it, it just seems like the Bulls have not been able to find a market for Vooch. They were shopping him at last year at the trade deadline. They told us at that point that a lot of groundwork's been done on an offseason deal. We got to the offseason. Like I said, unless the groundwork was digging a hole to hell, does not seem like the deal has been there materializing. But how do you feel about the Bulls still actually having P. Will and Vooch on the trade block?
Digging a hole straight to hell. That's that groundwork, baby. Hey, they put in the same groundwork as the Bears did on the new stadium deal, man. Listen. At this point, you're heading into the season with this team. There are no moves that are going to be made, I would think. You barely can make the one move that you feel like is the obvious move to make in re-signing Josh Giddey. I don't foresee a Vooch trade happening. I would say, I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't think we're trading him.
I told you my theory. I think that they probably shop him at the trade deadline, and he's back on the contract, essentially. Watch what I tell you.
Bro, I think he's gonna be on the team. He's gonna be a savvy vet that they want to keep on the team in the long run. He gonna be like, whatever, I love Chicago, and we being competitive, we playing here. Now, Vooch has said he wants to compete for championships. He understands that, his time is shorter in the NBA right now, and that he would like to go compete for a championship. But I just either he's going to hit free agency because he's telling them I'm not re-signing, or he's going to play the good soldier role and he's going to stick it out and he's going to try to help these young guys develop and try to help them, start to compete and eventually just become a coach. He just slowly morphs into a suit. That's our expectation with Vooch. And P. Will it is what it is. There is no market. Nobody wants him for that contract.
Yeah.
Literally nobody wants him.
Your boy says, at all. Watch P. Will average 20 and 10. And I'll tell you what, if he averaged 20 and 10, trade him now. Because I don't have any trust he's going to ever do it again. If he averages 20 and 10, trade him immediately after the season ends. Because the value is never going to be higher. And I again, I'm okay with him leaving at that point. Even if it is 20 and 10, because I don't trust him to ever do it again. I wouldn't trust him ever to do it. He's not going to have the opportunity to. P. Will's not getting no shots this year. P. Will's not getting he's not getting anything schemed up for him. You are the go get your scraps and put up the ball guy. You are the stand in the corner and shoot this three guy. P. Will's going to be down to about 6 shots a game. And he's going to be a nice bench piece for you. And the expectation is that I'll be honest with you. I'd be 19 million is steep, but I'd be willing to keep him if he became the defensive player that he was previously. And he knocked down the 3-ball on a consistent basis. The days of he's a bust already. We can book it. He's a bust. That don't mean that he can't have a nice NBA career, but you got to get back to what you were doing before.
And if he gets back to what he's doing before, then I'd love to bring a guy like P. Will off of the bench. Those are the kind of players that help you win big games in the long run. He just had the face of a franchise like the 4th overall pick should be.
You know what I think P. Will's long-term trajectory is going to be? 100% honest with you, is I think he's going to end up being one of those guys that, like, in 5 years, people are like, "Hey, P. Will's still in the league," and they're going to be like, "You know what? P. Will's a pretty good, a good bench player for whatever team he's on." I think that's what his trajectory is going to be at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like that's at this point, that's all you're hoping for.
Yeah,
he's gonna be become PJ Tucker. You become PJ Tucker, I got a spot for you.
Well, don't eat like PJ Tucker though.
At this point, I don't care.
Okay.
Whatever it takes. Buy shoes, put shoes in a house. Yeah, I mean, punch somebody.
A house for your shoes is wild to me, bro.
I was just having this conversation, and I know I'm in the minority of, black folks. I can't fathom spending $100 for anything outside of dress shoes.
Wait, you don't spend $100 on sneakers?
Brian never bought a pair.
Do you
of sneakers
own a pair of
over
Jordans?
My wife bought them for me. The only pair I've ever owned. I own one pair, and it's the.
Don't tell me it's the 6 rings. If your only pair of Jordans is 6 rings, bro.
No, I think it's the.
You never beaten the Puerto Rican allegation.
I think it's the because I don't know the numbers. It's the ones he wore, the first ones he wore.
So the ones,
yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we literally were just. I said that Muzz was like, "So what do you wear?" I said, "I wait till some white forces go on sale for $70, and then I cop a pair."
As much as we've kicked it in person, I can't say I ever looked at your shoes. I don't know what shoes you've worn when we've kicked.
Bro, hey, listen, I got the 2 for $20 deal off the TikTok shop on them comfy joints that look like Yeezy. I don't give a rat's hey. I could care less, bro. I am not a shoe head, and I don't claim to be one. We literally were just having that conversation in the chat because my boy was like, "Yeah, I've spent upwards of $500 on a pair of shoes." I was like, $500? That's a lot. You know how many light bills I can pay with that? Like,
that is hilarious.
To me, I can't. I'm not the shoe guy. So he said, "I've never looked at your shoes as much as I can literally say I've never even paid attention to. I don't even. For all I know, you could have had on a black or red outfit and yellow shoes. I have no recollection of what. Nah, that's diabolical. You got it. I go white or I go black. You know what? I got nice pairs of. I pay more money.
That's you. So you go I go white or I go black. You go yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Now you know what I pay good money for is boots. Yeah, I buy good boots. I learned that.
You can't cheap out on boots.
Can't cheap out on boots. My boots probably cost $200. It might have been $250. They some nice boots though. I ain't never gonna have to buy another pair of boots. They black, shining bad boys up, black leather, Italian. You know what I mean? With the convict jeans on.
Thank you for tuning in to Locked On Kicks Central. We appreciate you guys.
I don't know how we got here. This
I have no idea.
Welcome to the offseason, baby.
But
hey, that's how little we care about Patrick Williams. He could be here.
That's how little Bulls fans. You know the worst thing, honestly, and this is why I had to think about the way to title this video. The moment you put Patrick Williams' name in a video, people just, I'm not watching that video. I don't care.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Bro, I had a breaking news video on Patrick Williams, and it got 800 views. I did a breaking news video on a random G League signing, 3,000. I'm like, people really just don't care about Patrick Williams,
bro. Because we over it, bro. It's like he is what he is. He a bust. How you get them shoes? That's the bottom line of it, dog.
All right, let me ask you this before we get out of this segment, Pat. Do you see the Bulls making a season trade this season? Do they make a trade in the season?
An in-season trade? No. I think they hold on to everybody.
So the team we
I was
have
trying to think, is there anybody on the last year of their deal?
Half the team's on the last year of their deal. We got 6 expiring contracts this season.
I mean, anybody that they won't re-sign or actually can move, like Dalen Terry and I know all of
Kevin Huerter, Zach Collins,
they probably
Sumu, Kobe White, Nikola Vucevic.
They're probably re-signing all of them. Like that's just how AK operates. They go because the Bulls are gonna be more competitive this year, and AK is gonna look at that and he's gonna be like, "Let's stay right there, baby."
Oh, my prediction. I think the Bulls can flirt with 500 this year. If they get to 500, everybody's staying.
Oh, bro, come on now.
Everybody's staying.
Nobody's about to have a Slam Magazine merch out here, bro.
That is hilarious. You and the Slam Magazine stuff is never going to stop at this point. That's hilarious. But all right, with that said, we're going to get into the last segment of the day. We're going to get into that right after this. All right, Pat. Last time before we get up out of here, Yuki Kawamura, who is still perfecting his English, is using a surprise tactic to get there. He is watching The Last Dance, and he's using MJ crap talking to learn better English.
Oh,
bro, this is one of the most funniest headlines I've ever seen.
We could have led with this
because the headline was Michael Jordan helping Yuki Kawamura learn Chicago's language. I'm like, what? How? MJ doesn't even talk Chicago. And then getting into this, Yuki Kawamura saying this: to be honest, I don't watch too many TV shows. I'm still learning English through my teammates and my teacher, so I don't watch television. I do like MJ documentaries, though, something like that. It's helped me learning English and passing the time. Learning English from Michael Jordan, prime trash talk days is hilarious to me.
You know why I love this, though? Because now I need him to make the team just so we can get an interview where he's like, yeah, I was talking to Patrick Williams. I was like, shoot that hoe. Wait, what? What? Yuki! I want to hear Yuki say "oh" so bad.
I want to hear Yuki give just one on bro, like one on bro.
Bro, he not getting that from Jordan, bro. He not getting that from Jordan. Now I will say this: he did learn a lot of his English from Ja Morant, which is terrifying because I've seen that interview and it was like, "What's your favorite thing?" He was like, "Type ish." It was like, "All right, bro." who let Ja get a hold of Yuki? But like, bro, I just need one shoot that up. Just hear it on the broadcast, bro. That'd be phenomenal. Stacey King just having flashbacks.
That would be hilarious, bro. That would be funny. But you know, Yuki, the more that like I learn from his personality, like, because like he's a funny guy, bro, and I think he's going to be really good in the locker room in the G League. Like you said, I do hope that eventually he may get a shot. It may not be until the end of season or something like that when players are sitting. But Yuki Kawamura is going to really make the G League a much watch this year. I really do think that him and Lachlan Albrecht. Because I tell you what, bro, the more and more workout videos I see with Lachlan Albrecht, while I initially started thinking, oh, he's just going to be one of those G League bodies, I don't know, bro. I'm seeing a little Andres Nocioni in Lachlan Albrecht a little bit.
Andres Nocioni is crazy, but
speaking of, did you see that there's an Andres Nocioni documentary?
Is it really
that was made in his country and he talks about his time with the Bulls? I haven't watched it yet, but
tap in. That's the topic. We gotta tap in. Yeah. No, but the one thing I do want to see honestly is how much Yuki can push what we believe. Because I think both of us are like, you know what I mean? He'll be a nice G League point guard. I like what he brings to the team. Can you push to be one of those guys who is on a roster? Can you push to be good? Because I said this when we were talking about him in the G League. When you know your skill set, it does so much for your game. He knows I'm 5'8". I can't lay this mug up under the basket. I'm 5'8". I can't be driving in trying to throw floaters up unless it's going to heaven. Yeah. I'm passing this ball no matter what. And I truly wonder if that can get him on an NBA floor. What would be tough is, you know, he's going to get picked on by every point guard in the NBA defensively.
Yeah, defensively he's definitely
going to get destroyed, which is probably why he'll never make an NBA team. But I truly wonder if he can push the envelope of just, hey, I'm just a straight up facilitator. I'm going to get my threes in when I can get them in. I'm going to move the basketball around, but I'm a straight up facilitator. I'm going to make sure everybody gets involved. I hope he finds a way onto this team at some point.
Yeah. I mean, we shall see what happens with Yuki. I mean, guard is one of our deepest positions, so that'll be very hard to crack in like a meaningful way. But we'll see. And I'm glad that the Bulls really did invest in Yuki. Now, let's be clear here. Pat, I don't know if you know or not, but like they had Yuki Kawamura Bulls jerseys on sale before Noah Essengate sales. Jerry Reinsdorf sees the dollar.
100%, bro. Come on, dog. Like, man, how many Japanese players in the league? Is it Rui, Yuki? Am I blanking on? I feel like I'm blanking on one.
No, there's one that was just drafted. The guy that went to the Blazers?
Is he a high pick?
Yang's Japanese, right?
Let's find out.
Anson Yang? Is that even the Blazers? That may not even be the Blazers.
Currently, there are 2 Japanese players active in the NBA.
Oh, Yang's Chinese. My bad. My bad. I didn't mean. I was not trying to be racist.
Hey, that's why I jump in on that one. It's like I feel like you just. Oh, I know who I'm forgetting. But I don't think he's in the league no more. Who old boy Edwards dunked on? He was Japanese. Remember the nasty one,
Anthony Edwards has a lot.
He probably dunked him out the league. I think he was on Brooklyn too. Chat, y'all know who I'm talking about. Dang it,
I have no idea.
All right, yeah.
But I know somebody who will be Chinese very soon. That's going to be Patrick Williams, who's playing with the Guangdong Tigers in a couple of years.
Follow us on everything at Locked On Bulls. You can follow me on everything at Pat the Designer. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love.
You can follow me at CEO Haize. Locked On Bulls is free and available on every podcasting app and platform of your choice, as well as YouTube, the Odyssey app, Amazon Fire TV, Roku TV, Fubo TV. Basically, anywhere you want us, you can get it. We'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, man. Peace.
Yuta Watanabe, that's who I was thinking of. My boy got destroyed. Ayo.